Our technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. Where are the games at?
Where are the games?
Where are the games?
It's dry. Where are the games?
I kind of keep waiting for them to do their thing.
I don't see anything.
These are easily the most pointless upgrades I've ever experienced.
What is the point of buying a console if you can just make a PC?
If you're gonna have everything on PC, why not just buy a PC and then console?
Where are the games? Where are the deadlines? Where are the projects? Where are the teases? Like, it feels weird that it's like,
Why buy consoles?
Now comes the fun part. We get to see how the development community takes advantage of that feature set.
Alright guys, this is your boy Like on One Half Endure. And I want to talk about this video. I'm a little short about it. That people talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro, whatever it's called. The Super Switch, whatever you want to call it. Alright. We're going to go back in time and come forward with a little reveal here and there. We're going to talk about it. But my stance on this is I don't care. I do think that it's kind of messing up. It is a bunch of asswipes who are messing up the reveal and excitement of a new console. Just straight up jabronis. Just like, I don't know what is up to them. And after the COVID scandemic, now we have the point where a lot of people are just like, we gotta be the first to click and this and that and whatever. As you can see on my channel, I really don't talk about the Switch reveals and stuff, Switch 2 markups, what is this, what is that. People have asked me, and I'm like, I just don't care to answer the question because I don't care. I really don't. It's just nonsense, in my opinion. So why would I even, talk about it? But I think right now why a lot of people, Nintendo's, and I don't say Nintendo have a problem because a lot of people leaking stuff because of this. You see, because Wii U wasn't the badass gaming system and everybody was a PlayStation 4 person and everything, people didn't have that much fervor for the Nintendo console. The NX is, it's going to be more powerful. It's going to have the same power as the PlayStation 4 and this and all that, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't that dominant because people had it like, oh, well, Nintendo is going to be Nintendo and it's going to be some kind of rinky-dink console. Which is funny now that a lot of people is calling it the same thing now after 8 years. But you're going to be this rinky-dink console that, Nintendo, I want to buy a Nintendo console. Well, come to find out, when the reveal happened, and everyone's, oh man, that looks awesome, I can't wait to play the game, and they play the game and everything, and they're like, oh man, this is good. And I myself will say this so people understand this. My favorite console of all time still stands as, I have to do is a caveat. My favorite console of all time, like the enjoyment, playing the console and what it has to do and everything, is the Wii U. The Wii U is that console. No ifs, ands, or nothing. But if it's for straight up games, I cannot deny it. And I'm not talking about quality of games, because Wii U had quality of games that I enjoy. From my Wonderful 101 to my Pikmin 3, which of course you got 3 on the Switch, but it's not the same. Don't play the same. Of course, I can play some Wii games, so I got a lot of Wii games to come over. So I can play my Call of Duty Black Ops stuff that was good with the controller, of course. Nintendo Land was a fun game. Enjoy it. Have a blast with it. We had a lot of games like Xenoblade Chronicles that's coming out, different edition. It's definitive we can have more content. They have to do something to put it in to justify. But I don't think it will play the same as the daggone Wii U version. It won't. Bayonetta 2 is the peak of Bayonetta because I spoiled it myself. I've not played Bayonetta 3, but I've seen what people are talking about. I saw the story and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? But whatever. And of course, you see me did a video about it called Money versus Creativity. But yeah. So they have quality games that I enjoy, and the way to play them, I enjoy. Hyrule Warriors, the original game, when my sister could play the game, I played the Game Pass, she played on TV, and we were still playing the game together ourselves. Awesome. That's all good. Quality games was there for me on the Wii U. Batman Arkham City. Awesome gameplay. But the amount of games, I cannot deny, I can't argue, the Switch has gotten that game now. No ifs, ands, or but, the Switch has got it, and I can't argue too much about it. So for me, I'm happy with the Switch. I play the games. There are only some games that take the Switch capabilities to the next level. Not a lot of them. That's what I said. Quality is not different, but the amount of games, cannot deny. So now that we have a game console that's so crazy, everybody likes, it's good, it's a mobile game, blah blah blah, and everything like that. Then now, because of that, people want the algorithms. They want their games. They want to be popular. They want whatever. I could have done when I used to be back in the Wii U going into the Switch. I literally had somebody who worked on consoles who I could have worked. You guys know my boy Kenji. I could have exposed and do this and do all kind of stuff. That was not me because I didn't care for cloud chasing and stuff like that. I just wanted good games. That's all I care about. Good games. As you can see in my you're gonna see in my 2004 holiday haul, I got PlayStation games. I got Wii games. Wii games. Sorry, PlayStation games. I got Switch games. Good games is all I care about. That's all it is. So, but I do want to use this guy as a video to talk about this situation.
Welcome back to Mr. A Game. Happy New Year 2025. It's the year of the Nintendo Switch 2. Real quick before we begin, I have a goal for this year and it's to reach 500,000 subscribers. So if you like...
I have a goal this year. Get me to about 4,000, 5,000 guys. If you could share the video, like, subscribe, and everything else. So I'll add that in there too, even though I don't really think, but hey, help a brother out if you can.
These videos, make sure you... and leak culture. But to do that, we need to go back to 2016, where it all began.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. Moments like these are rare. After a couple years of speculation, this video finally revealed the much-anticipated Nintendo NX, now known as the Nintendo Switch. The crazy thing about this was that it was nothing like the mock-ups and leaks had shown. No one knew what it looked like, and no one knew the name until that moment. It was genuinely a moment that took the gaming world by storm, and Nintendo got to showcase its new console on its own terms.
Yep.
It's literally the Nintendo 64 kid meme coming to life. Being so surprised by unwrapping a new console on Christmas morning that they're just so full of excitement and joy. I love that meme. It's one of my favorites. Let's fast forward to now though, and the gaming landscape is anything but that. We live in a world of entitlement that incentivizes leak culture. We demand...
Exactly. Oh man, perfectly put, my friend. Perfectly put. We have too much narcissistic, entitled, pains in the ass people who just, I don't know why. Why do you do that? But they can't help it. They as George Carlin said, their parents didn't touch them when they were babies, so they could understand, hey, you don't have to be an asswipe to everybody else. That's what it is. That's not there.
Know everything now, and we think we deserve information that isn't ready by its primary source, and someone comes along and spoils the party.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm sick of it. Unless you've been living under a rock, the Switch 2 is supposedly common knowledge now. Hardware has been leaked, Joy-Cons have leaked, motherboards have leaked. It's honestly the talk of the town on social media.
Yep.
Imagine the Nintendo 64 kid sneaking into his parents' bedroom before Christmas to find his console just sitting there unwrapped. He's ruined his own enjoyment by seeing it before he's supposed to.
Exactly.
Worse yet, imagine his sister sneaking in and seeing the console, but despite his efforts to tell her that he would rather wait until Christmas time to find out, she blabs and tells him he's getting a Nintendo 64. I can make a pretty safe guess that his reaction on Christmas morning wouldn't be anywhere close to what we've come to know.
Of course not.
This is the gaming landscape we live in now.
Yep.
Nothing is a surprise anymore because someone online has ruined it. Bad eggs in the supply chain find ways to share and reveal information that isn't theirs to begin with so they can have their 5 minutes of fame. And then the Nintendo Switch news channels come along
Oh
and
my
capitalize
God, I
on
hate those
YouTube
things.
ad revenue by being the first to share something.
To share
Whether that
bullshit.
news is even real or not. They'll shout, "The Switch Pro is coming!" from the mountaintops for years on end, and when their news is disproven or doesn't even eventuate,
Exactly.
they'll just do it again next week.
This is Ultra Lord.
See? This is the 7th week in a row you've shown Ultra Lord in class.
This one is different.
There's no accountability, no
Exactly.
responsibility as a creator, but next to no punishment for it. After all, your credibility and integrity towards your current audience is a small price to pay for the prospect of garnering new eyes and viewers to hoodwink, right?
Right.
Right, Switch Force?
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Pro, there are multiple reports coming in hot. This thing is happening, and it seems like the reveal could be imminent.
Good.
That's
grief,
just console
dude.
rumors,
Exactly.
though. It's even more bleak for games now. Breath of the Wild leaked early.
Yep.
Smash Bros. Ultimate Story was leaked
Yep.
online a week before release. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was just a straight up nightmare
which
that made the
was
devs
messed up.
depressed because it leaked before E3.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom had 1 million people playing it on emulators before release, and people are shocked that Nintendo went hard with cease and desists on Yuzu. Like,
Exactly, and that's why I did that video last week talking about with the emulators. That's my definitive video when people talk about we need emulators and all that stuff and all crap. F off, I don't care. Y'all just messing it up. Y'all don't understand that. But again, I have enough games to pay for the rest of my life. So y'all want to be miserable pricks? Be miserable pricks.
are you kidding? They're a corporation. Of course they're gonna do that.
Exactly.
Even the GTA 6 trailer leaked early and ruined Rockstar's launch party. Like, sure, it's one of the biggest trailers in the history of YouTube, but it wasn't done on their terms. And I find it a bit sad that that's the norm now. Creator, this leak culture doubles down and creates a really toxic environment when it comes to creating content
does.
online too. I've sat by and watched almost every first-party Nintendo game leak online before release, only to have other YouTubers jump in on those leaks and magically have full playthroughs of final boss spoilers ready the second the
Exactly.
review embargo drops. So they won't get copyright struck by the Nintendo ninjas, but they're early enough to capitalize on it. A great little exercise I've been doing over the past year is when a new game is about to release, I'll wait for the review embargo to drop and then go to YouTube straight away and type in new game title, final boss, or new game title, all cutscenes. And you can bet that you'll find creators who've been illegally playing the game weeks before release, dropping videos just inside the acceptable time frame to capitalize on cheating the system, but not early enough to get caught by Nintendo. It's sneaky, exploitative, and unfair for the creators doing the right thing who suddenly have to play catch up because they're weeks behind schedule, because the people doing the wrong thing have been playing weeks earlier. Oh, what's that? You actually bought the game before release off of some shady guy on Facebook Marketplace and didn't ask questions? Sure, buddy. Great story.
Yep.
Sure, Jan.
Zach Scott from Zach Scott Games sums it up pretty well here. The biggest problem with that from the developer's perspective is that their game is now being represented by a glut of rushed, low-quality videos.
Yep.
And then when creators like ourselves get our copies, we feel pressured to also rush our content production. I guess the point
Correct.
I'm trying to make with this video here is that I'm so sick of this leak culture, and I don't want to be part of it. I'm excited for Nintendo's next console, and I'm sure you guys are too.
Yeah.
You clicked on this video. I'm really excited to see their next generation of hardware, and as someone with a pretty big channel that does a lot of Nintendo stuff, I want to talk about it, but I'm not going to discuss leaks. I cannot, in good conscience, give spotlight to stuff that I know isn't meant to be public knowledge. Just because it's out there in the wild and others are talking about it doesn't necessarily mean it's right.
Yep.
I want to be a creator that, number one, knows the difference between a rumor and a fact. Number two, knows when something is worth talking about or if that knowledge is obtained unethically. And three, can make the right choice in choosing to discuss that with my audience or not.
Okay.
I know that means I'll probably have less information than others, and in turn probably
that's
less
cool,
eyes
bro.
on these videos. But I honestly don't care. Imagine
Good
if
for
all
you.
these leaks somehow turn out to be false anyway. There's no way to know until Nintendo reveal it themselves. So that's what I'm gonna wait for, and I hope you guys do too. I want to give a little shout out to Vooks.net for, in a sense, inspiring this video. Vooks is an Australian Nintendo site that have very publicly stated that they're not going to discuss leaks. It would 100% be a monetary incentive for them to jump on the bandwagon and discuss what's already been shown to the world, but they've chosen not to because they know it's not right. If you love reading Nintendo news sources and care remotely about where you're getting your news from, check out Vooks. Their site's in the description. So with all that said, the Nintendo Switch 2. If I were to look at the current Switch and determine its biggest flaw now, it would be its quality on third-party multi-platform games being less than stellar.
The textures are reduced in quality, pop-in is beyond atrocious, and it just...
My sister don't give a damn. She's playing Sonic. It's virtual. She don't care. Is the game fun? Yes. Can you play the game? Yes. Does it have game-breaking bugs? Not really. Then good.
feels muddy and ugly.
This is one of the most heavily downgraded Switch conversions I've ever seen.
You get a third-party game on Switch, and 9 times out of 10, you'll find that compared to the PS5, Xbox XS Series 1,
Like I care.
Game Pass, whatever
Okay.
name they call it now, there's always a compromise in visual quality or frame rate.
Yes.
Or both.
Excuse me.
Both.
Yes.
Both.
I honestly prefer playing on my
Okay.
Switch. I can take it with me anywhere, and I have 2 docks at home. One here for my setup to record stuff, and one for the lounge room. I can't tell you how convenient that is. It's so good. But for third-party titles, I've just bought the PS5 versions of games because they just run so much better.
No, and that's not me. I buy third-party games because the people who did it did a good one. Those 2 games that you just did, like I said, my sister does have no problem with Sonic. No, she enjoys it and she ain't got a problem. That's why we bought Sonic Generation with Shadow. No problem either. 1, but 2. I only buy Switch third-party games or indie games where they do take the time to make the game one and look as good as it is, including the art style. Don't care about the flipping full CGI looking graphics, whatever. Full nice art style looks perfect on the Switch. Look beautiful on the Switch. Don't care. Yes, it will look more beautiful on the PlayStation and on the PC. Correct with that. But if the art style is good, it shines no matter what.
If Nintendo can release their Switch 2 with graphics that can at least offer a smooth 1080p 60, I would honestly be happy with that. Sure,
would
if
I.
there's some sort of upscaling tech used to go further than that,
Don't
then
care.
that would be incredible.
Yep.
But I think now we're at a point where 1080p should be the standard, and I'd love to see Nintendo rise to that
I
on a
think they will.
tablet console.
Yeah, I think they
That
will.
would be sick. So, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2? Are you as sick of leak culture as I am?
Yep.
Let me know in the comments so that way we can mourn together. Or better yet, what do you want to see in the Nintendo Switch 2? If you like this video and you want to see more...
Well, like I said, I'm gonna do a video about that with my sister and her boyfriend and maybe the other guys, just to do a video talking about. Maybe I'll pull it together and do what we need to see in a console. What we need to see in the new console. That for sure I would like to see. That's what I'll be looking forward for, too. But again, it's because the Switch is so good, everybody's looking for leaks. We kind of looking for that cloud chasing. That's what they're doing, and I don't like it. It sucks. It's just like I said, it burns down the quality, and then people And again, that's how the Wii U kind of set up. Is the Switch 2 is set up to be like Switch 2 or whatever Switch console, whatever the name is going to be. It's set to be like another Wii U again because the advanced people, the people who get it, like an IGN or whatever and all stuff, they're going to talk down the console, and then people ain't going to be excited about it, and then they're going to cause a problem. The Nintendo Wii U was a great and an awesome console. Like I said before, my best console ever is the Nintendo Wii U because it has so much features and games that took on those features. Love them. But I have to be honest, the Switch is the most I have bought 100 and I think we're at 170 right now. Different, no, I have to say 140 different unique games on our console. Me and my sister. And yes, I'm working on that video. And yes, it's gonna take a while because that video is 5 hours long. Whew. Whew. 5 hours. Good Lord. And I won't, like I said, it won't be released as it will release as a long video just for the hell of it, but it will be released an hour video per hour. It's too damn long. I'm not gonna do that to people. But if you want long content, it'll release like that. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I don't care what the console is. Let's just have it. All right. Let's enjoy it. With that said, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy a game on all consoles, including PC. Enjoy your games, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good day.